Senior night was upon Messiah as the Falcons hosted visiting Elizabethtown Blue Jays in a clash of Commonwealth Conference opponents, with each team jockeying for postseason bids. After a tight first quarter where both teams would score one goal apiece, Tyler Goglio got the Falcons on the board in the second period as he scoops and scores for the Falcons to give them a 2-1 lead over E-Town. With Messiah and E-Town knotted at 2 at the half, the Falcons would open up the second half scoring with another goal by Tyler Goglio as the freshman from Wisconsin scores his second of the night and puts the Falcons up 3-2. As they were all evening, the Blue Jays were pesky customers for the Falcons as Steve Nutting breaks the fourth quarter tie, giving E-Town a 5-4 lead early in the fourth quarter. With time winding down late in the fourth quarter, Kyle Sproles would somehow burn E-Town's defense and get behind them as he takes the feed, locks and unloads to beat the Blue Jays defense and give Messiah a 6-5 lead. But once again, with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Blue Jays would battle back. This time, Corey Bruchel nails the acrobatic shot to beat Johnny Weimer and knot the game at 6, with 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. With the Falcons and Blue Jays tied at 6 in overtime, Messiah would put together a quick strike offense as Ryan Mayer beats E-Town's defense and their goalie to win the game for the Falcons as he hits the sudden death goal. The Falcons were led by Johnny Weimer on the night with 17 saves between the pipes and Tyler Goglio from the field as he finished with 3 goals as the Falcons downed the rival Blue Jays. After the game, we caught up with Weimer and Mayer.
Hey fans, this is Zach Speck from Messiah Athletics. I'm coming to you from Anderson Field after a thrilling 7-6 victory for the Falcons in overtime over rival E-Town Blue Jays. To my right, we have Johnny Weimer, and to my left, we have Ryan Mayer. Johnny, how does it feel tonight beating your rivals E-Town in senior night in Messiah here at Anderson Field? You had 17 stops in between the pipes. Why don't you tell us a little bit? Was your defense helping you? What was the message before the game?
First of all, I'd like to give the credit to God, first and foremost. But, it was a great defensive effort, great team effort. My defense was playing great all game. And, a lot of credit out to E-Town. And they worked their butts off, man, and, just give the glory to God.
Yeah, you guys found yourselves in a few man down situations. It seemed like your defensive rotation and slides were pretty quick tonight. Your defense was playing well, but you had some pretty nice saves in between the pipes.
Yeah, the defense was playing great. We were rotating really well. Man down was playing great all year. Stepped up big for us today. Held them to 6 goals. I can't ask for much more.
So we'll jump over to the offensive side here. Ryan, we're going into overtime. What was Coach telling you before the overtime period started? Anything that kind of stuck with you?
I think we just had to keep fighting. We were fighting all game, and we didn't. It's just whoever scores first wins the game. So I'm not going to give up there. And the last possession was just one where it was an all-out fight for the ball, and we came up with it and happened to turn out well. So
yeah, right off the opening face-off in overtime was a pretty big scrum for the ball. It was a pretty big fight. Was it a set play that you guys had, or did you just see a look that the defense gave you and you took it?
I wasn't a set play. We were just I just threw the ball to Kev and I cut to the goal. He made a nice feed back and happened to work out for us. So it wasn't really something we set up or anything. It just happened to be a quick hitter.
So how does it feel for this big overtime win on senior night to give back to the older guys on this team?
It feels great. These guys have been leading us all year, and it's really nice to be able to get them a win against E-Town, especially revenge for a loss last year. So great credit to E-Town, but it was fun to get a big win for the senior leaders.
All right, thanks guys. Congrats on the big game tonight.
Thank you.